Hey everybody, Slippery Slope here with the 10th Java tutorial, and if you found the last one to be a little heavy, this one's going to be a bit easier, so no worries. What we're going to do here is we're going to increment and decrement numbers, values, from variables. And before we start typing in our method stuff, we're going to do what we did last time, and that is we're going to import the scanner class. And as you may remember, what the scanner class does is it allows users to input information. Like kind of like how we've been outputting on screen. Well, now users can give us their info. So yeah, there we go. Simple as that. Simple as punch and pie. Now we can go right here into our main method and we can start typing up stuff. Let's put in an integer, and we're going to make it called Lumberjack because lumberjacks remind me of pancakes and stuff. And also, I'm going to clear out what's in my console. You're going to want to do that. You're going to want to keep it nice and clean before trying to teach people how to do stuff. That's probably a good idea. A responsible person should definitely do that. But yeah, so now we have an integer, and we need to give it a value, right? Well, we imported the scanner class, so we're going to have the user give us that information. So scanner input stuffs equals new scanner, and as we went over last time, we need a system.in object. Beautiful. And then let's go ahead and ask our user, what would you actually, how many lumberjacks would you like? And then, well, they're going to give us a number, right? Well, lumberjack is going to be input stuffs dot next int. Again, this is just review. And we're going to want to print on screen how many lumberjacks they want. So we're going to type in the lumberjack variable, and there we go. Let's run this. How many lumberjacks would you like? 3. It prints out 3. Well, that's fine and dandy, but now we're going to increment and decrement because that's what this tutorial is about, and it's a really nice skill you're going to want to have. To increment, all you need to do is put in 2 plus signs, as this would be a prefix, and after would be a postfix. And yeah, let's try putting it in afterwards, running this sucker, and seeing what happens. How many lumberjacks would you like? 2. 2? But that can't be right. We wanted to increment. Well, you see, because we used a postfix, it didn't increment until after the fact. So it ran this system.out.print line, and it printed out what was in lumberjack prior to us incrementing. So we add 2 pluses to the beginning. We run again. How many lumberjacks would you like? Oh, 0. I'm not in the mood right now. Oh, but it told us 1. So yeah, we're going to get a lumberjack whether we like it or not. And yeah, we're not quite done though, because we just went over incrementing but not decrementing. As you might imagine, that means we're taking away. So let's run this again. How many lumberjacks would you like? -9. Oh, -10. Well, that's because it took another one away. Now, don't be fooled. Just because this number went up, well, because we're in negative land, that's actually less, because -10, you're worse off than if you have -9. And just like we went over for incrementing, if we put it at the end, well, it's not going to run in time. So how many lumberjacks would you like? 3. Well, you still have 3. Nothing gets taken away. We don't lose any lumberjacks. Now, you might be saying, well, okay, so it didn't go in time. Does that mean it doesn't go in at all? Well, let's try another print line and another lumberjack. I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. How many lumberjacks would you like? 7. It prints out 7, so it didn't run yet. But then we just wanted to print out the screen again, and we don't run another decrement, but it gives us 6. Why? Because this did happen, but it didn't happen until after this part was printed. because after this entire thing was ran, then we finally got a decrement. So when we tried it again, it went down 1. That's pretty much it. That's all we have here. I know this might seem a little ticky-tack, but the thing is, once we start looping and going into really serious stuff, this is an essential skill. So make sure you have it down, and I look forward to talking to you again. So, Slippery Slope here, signing out. If you like what you see here, feel free to subscribe. Peace.